Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Aviation Daily here, coming at you with a airport update for my model of Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Just before we start, I'm going to move this altimeter clock. I kind of just set it up on the south satellite. I know it's kind of tacky, but like when I wake up from my bed, it makes it really easy for me to tell the time because I always look at my airport. Let's get started. So, if I sit down for a sec, there we go. Just arriving on runway 27, we have our Virgin America A319. He's just arrived from Los Angeles LAX. Just about to get onto the runway here. I know it's bad lighting, that's just because the sun's going down. But we have an Alaska 737-900. He's just about to head out to Salt Lake City. Over here in the Washington State Huskies livery, we have our Horizon Q400-8. He's just about to head out to Vancouver, British Columbia, YVR. And then over here we have our Northwest/Delta CRJ-900. He's going to be heading down to Salt Lake City. And our last, fourth for takeoff, we have our Hawaiian A330-200 on its way to Kahului, Maui today. So that is it for the apron. There's one more aircraft over there, but I'll get to it a little later. So at the North Satellite, we have our Alaska 737-400. He's about to head up to Anchorage. Just arriving from LAX, we have our Alaska 737-800 in the Cars livery. We have an empty gate, and then over here we have our Alaska 737-800. He's just arrived from Kona today. Over here we have our Alaska 737-800. He's just arrived from Honolulu. Just about to head out to Denver. We have our Alaska 737-700. He is just about to head out for Denver, as I mentioned. Over here we have our Alaska/SkyWest CRJ-700. He's just arrived from Long Beach. And we have our our Alaska 737-900. He's just arrived from Chicago O'Hare. So we'll move on to the South Satellite, actually. I'm going to be a combo breaker and change up the routine. Over here at N3, we have our Emirates 777-300. He's going to be headed out to Dubai at 5. This update is around 10 o'clock. Over here we have our British Airways 787. He just arrived from London Heathrow. Empty gate. And we have our Delta 747-400. He's just arrived from Tokyo Narita. Have our Delta 763. He's just arrived from New York John F. Kennedy. Actually, he's just arrived from London. Over here we have our SkyTeam A330-300. He's just arrived from Amsterdam. Amsterdam Schiphol. So, we'll shimmy over to the other side here. Got our Boeing 747-8 and our Boeing Dream Lifter. Now, if you actually are, if you know a lot about the Seattle area, or you've even been to the Seattle area, you know that these guys actually don't park at SeaTac. Now, the reason I have them here is because I'm not a big fan of cargo aircraft. Now, I don't know why. They're just not my favorite models to collect. So I have no FedEx. I have no UPS. Actually, I don't think I have a cargo 1/400 scale model. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't have any cargo 1/400 scale models besides the Dream Lifter. So that's the only reason why these two park here. Anyways, just taxiing towards that empty gate between the British Airways 787 and the Delta 744. We have our Lufthansa A330-300. He's just arrived from Frankfurt, Maine. Okay, starting off at Concourse D, we have our American A321. He's just arrived from Charlotte. Over here we have our American 737-800. He's just arrived from Dallas-Fort Worth. Just arriving from Boston Logan, we have our JetBlue A320 in the 10th tail anniversary livery, or 10th anniversary livery. Over here we have our JetBlue A320 in the New York Fire Department livery. This guy's coming in from Long Beach. We have a United Sab 340. He's just arrived from Portland, or San Francisco. And over here we have our Horizon Q400-8 in the Boise State livery. He's just arrived from Boise State, or Boise. Over here we have our Horizon/Alaska Horizon/Alaska Q400-8. He's just arrived from Portland, Oregon. At Concourse B, that was Concourse C, by the way, the Express Concourse. And then at Concourse B, we have our Delta 752, just arrived from JFK. Our Delta 739 in the Spirit of Seattle livery is just about to head out to Atlanta, Georgia. Our one new model in this update, the Frontier A320, is just arrived from Denver. And just about to head out to Chicago Midway, we have our Southwest 737-700. The last aircraft of Concourse B, we have our Allegiant MD-80. He just arrived from Bellingham. He's currently performing a charter service. And yes, Allegiant, they do perform a charter service, in case you were not familiar with the Allegiant company, because I actually saw one in Seattle the other day. And I was kind of blown away, because I'm used to flying them out of Bellingham. So, ooh, I don't know why the lights are doing that. That's my phone, not the actual room. Anyways, over here we have our United 739. Just arrived from Chicago O'Hare. Beside him, just arriving from San Francisco, we have our United A319. And beside him, we have our United A320, who's just arrived from Los Angeles, LAX. And then we have an aircraft for maintenance. That's an Aer Lingus A321, but I just left him in this. I mean, nice plane and all, but I forgot to take him out because he doesn't actually fly into SeaTac. Anyways, just to conclude that quick little update, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be heading to Hawaii to Lihu, actually, on Saturday. So after I do my Lihu International Airport update, you can expect a lot of videos, as well as one of the reasons why I'm going to Lihu is to discover some of the Hawaiian aviation history. Now, a little while ago, I did a documentary on the Hawaiian aviation, and it's really interesting. The interesting thing about it is that it's so needed there, because, as you probably know, it's one of the most common sources of transport between the islands. There's a ferry there too, but the ferry, I heard a rumor that the ferry is costing more money than the actual flight between the islands, and that's one of the reasons why not a lot of people take it, and it's not too common. However, I don't know if that's true. That's a rumor, like I'm saying. I haven't compared the prices, but the 717 service that Hawaiian offers is really, really common. And, you know, if you look back in Hawaiian's history as the airline, you'll see that they had a lot of services around the islands. And, you know, the airports that are in the islands, in the different islands, have really been modernized. They're airports that really have developed over the years. So it's really interesting to go and actually see the older airports. Now, Hawaiian used flying boats back in the 1930s. However, some of those flying boats actually landed at airports. So I'm going to be going to the old abandoned Inter Airways airport on the island of Kauai. It is one of the only airports which actually have remained in somewhat of an original condition. And there's going to be a huge documentary about all of that. So really, I'm so excited for that. The other thing I'm going to be doing is airport walkarounds as regular. And I'm hopefully going to be getting some plane spotting done in Lihu. So after this, I'm just going to do a quick Lihu airport update. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave you guys hanging for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, which I will be mostly offline. I might post a couple videos, but none of the model, of the 1/400 scale model videos. Mainly Hawaiian videos. So it'll be fun. I'm also going to be doing vlogs. So, I mean, I hope you guys like it. I'm really excited for it, and I'm sure you guys will love it. But until then, mahalo, I'm trying to get it right, but mahalo for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this airport update. So, thanks, and goodbye.